Listen, man, if your girl is asking you for an open relationship, it's the end. It's over. She's with someone else. She's selfish. She doesn't care about you. It's so obvious, man.
My 25 male girlfriend, 20 female, wants to close our relationship after asking to open it. Throwaway because she knows my main, but the details and circumstances might just give it away anyway. Oh well, I apologize if this is long, but I'm sure a lot of readers here enjoy a dramatic story. TLDR at the bottom. I've been dating my girlfriend, let's call her Laura, for about a year and a half now, with a short break earlier this year for personal reasons for us both. We have a very romantic and loving relationship, and we click very well on many levels, be it emotionally or mentally or sexually. Early this year, we started butting heads about a few issues we were having and couldn't quite come to terms with any of them. This led to us deciding to take a break and figure out what we want. During this break, we both hooked up with a few other people and then reconnected and wanted to get back together. When we started talking again, we were both also speaking casually to one other person each. Prior to our break, we had a monogamous relationship. I wanted to have that again, just the two of us, so we could focus on it. Not to mention, both of our schedules are hectic, and sometimes we barely have time to see each other, let alone adding more people into the mix. Laura, on the other hand, was not so sure. She was talking to another guy and didn't really want to break things off with him. I couldn't justify demanding she break if off with someone she had been speaking with for several weeks, slept with, and possibly wanted to see where it goes. So I said it's fine, we'll figure it out. After all, I was still speaking with another girl at the time, though it wasn't really heading anywhere, and I didn't feel chemistry between us. After a lot of back and forth regarding this issue, Laura kept bringing up the idea of breaking it off with her other guy and us being together monogamously. I was thrilled and agreed. She proposed we break other things off and be together like old times. So, the night we had the talk, I messaged my other gal and told her I didn't think it would work out. She's very nice, I'm not ready for anything, etc., etc. I usually hate doing it over text, but I don't think she minded anyway. She was cool with it. The next day, I told Laura I had ended the other relationship. When I asked her if she had done the same, no, not yet. I was a bit confused, but gave her some time to figure it out. Her excuse was she felt he was really into her and didn't quite know how to let him down. All good. I should mention during all of this, Laura and I were hanging out, going on dates, and having sex a couple times per week. The other guy did not know about me, which I wasn't a fan of, but she said he wouldn't be in the picture much longer anyway. The days go by, and she still hasn't broken things off, until finally she says that maybe we shouldn't force anything and just see where everything goes. She said she might be interested in having an open relationship with me and us being primary partners. Other relationships would purely be for sex, although I had an inkling that she had feelings for this guy. I was bummed, especially since I just made myself single again for her. Now I'm not really an open relationship kind of guy, but I figure if she's out having her fun, I might as well be too. I began chatting with another girl, we'll call her Emma, on a dating app. We seemed to kick it off to a certain extent over text. I did, however, make it clear I'm not looking for a serious, romantic relationship. She agreed and said she's not ready for that either, really just for casual fun. Emma stood out to me since she was the one who actually asked me out for drinks and dinner, which was a nice change of things. Anyway, we had planned it out to go to a nice diner close to both of us and see where the night takes us. We talked and had lots of laughs and enjoyed the night, and I ended up going back to her place and we hooked up, though no full intercourse, mostly oral. Lo and behold, the next morning, Laura texts me, telling me that she has broken things off with her guy and wants to be monogamous. Geez, what timing! I told her about the date with Emma, and she was not at all happy. She immediately said I should stop talking to Emma, break it off, etc., but eventually eased up and told me I need figure out what I want. At this point, I wasn't sure because I did like Emma to a degree and we got along well and the sex was lots of fun for both. But a big part of me still wanted to be with Laura exclusively. I asked if I could take some time to think, and she begrudgingly agreed. Emma and I continued to talk, and I continued to think. It was tough being in this sort of dynamic, which I'd never been in before, and being forced to make a decision. Now I could feel how Laura felt when I'd requested she break it off with the other guy. On one hand, it was nice talking to and being with two women at once. It was a bit of a rush and a definite ego boost. On the other hand, I still love Laura and want to be with her and her alone. She kept asking me questions about my relationship with Emma, some of which were a little invasive, and I refused to answer. I could tell she was getting antsy and really wanted me to commit to her. At this point, I was just thinking of how I'd break it off with Emma. I figured we hadn't known each other for long, and although there was chemistry, we both were not looking for anything serious, so I'd just tell her. This time, though, I wanted to confirm with Laura to see if this was the right decision, considering the last time I had done so. Well, turns out she was already talking to not one, but two other guys over text while I was thinking. According to her, they have not met in person, but there was definitely some sexual content to their conversations. Now I'm completely confused and hurt. Laura has been giving me these mixed signals back and forth for almost 2 months, and I have no idea what to do. I asked her why she started talking to more people, and she just said that I'm seeing someone else. Why not? Even after trying to explain that I was of the understanding we were heading towards exclusivity and had even told her I'm going to break it off with Emma, she didn't get why I was upset. Even through all of this, she still wanted me to go through with it, but no word about what she'll do regarding the other guys she's talking to. So now I'm at a loss. I haven't said a word to Emma about any of this, although she knows I'm seeing Laura, just none of the strange details, not to mention she wants to hang out this weekend and likely hook up again. Hell, they both want to hang out this weekend, but I have no idea what Laura wants. If I had to wager a guess, it would be this. Laura is completely fine with us being in a casual or open relationship, as long as it's only her who gets to see other people. There never seems to be an issue with her extracurricular activities when we discuss it and should just go with the flow, but now that the shoe is on the other foot, it needs to stop immediately. The last thing Laura and I spoke about was that she definitely wants us to be exclusive, however has not stopped texting the other dudes, who are clearly interested in sex. This is just too stressful, and I'm on the verge of either lying to Laura about continuing to see Emma, which I really don't want to do, or breaking it off with both of them and staying totally single for a while. Bottom line, I refuse to be part of a one-sided open relationship, which she has all but asked for. If Laura wants to see other people, I want to continue seeing Emma, but I can't get a straight answer out of her. TLDR. Girlfriend and I essentially opened our relationship. Now that I'm seeing someone else, she wants to close it, but seemingly has no issue continuing to talk to other people on her end. Or I'm going bat crap insane and making this all up in my head. Edit. Thanks everyone for all your advice and opinions. I haven't spoken to either of them since posting this, almost kind of putting it off, but I think I'm going to tell Laura I'm not comfortable being exclusive with her due to the way she's been acting. Also, I want to point out, I don't really care if she's off screwing whoever, I just don't want her to lie about it. The only way to do that is in an open relationship. So I'm giving her the choice. If she wants to be with other people, so be it. I can't control her desires or actions. I just don't want to agree to exclusivity and then 3 months down the line, she missed the memo. If she's got a problem with me seeing Emma or anyone else, I guess it's the road. Edit 2 posted an update here. Let's check out OP's update. Update my 25 male girlfriend, 20 female, wants to close our relationship after asking to open it. I definitely did not expect that post to blow up the way it did, and I do have a brief update plan and clarifications for anyone interested in reading and possibly giving more advice. First off, thanks to everyone who commented, I tried to read all of them and absorb the advice. Let me first state that when I was writing that first post, I was a little heated from an overtext argument I was having with Laura at the same time. While arguing back and forth, I tried to use some of the advice I was reading. I told her I wouldn't trust her to maintain fidelity in a monogamous relationship if I broke things off with Emma. She did not take that well. Also, to clarify, I'm not dragging Emma through any of this. She knows I'm seeing another person, but doesn't know the extent of the details of Laura and I's relationship, nor should she. Emma and I do not have a serious relationship and are not actively working towards that. If I wanted to do poly or progress into a romantic relationship with Emma, I would tell her what's going on, as it would be her right to know. Emma is also seeing someone else. I do not ask, and she does not tell, and I'm fine with that. Finally, I'm sorry for this labyrinthine plot. I feel like I'm in a freaking soap opera. Now the update. Emma and I never had the chance to see each other over the weekend. Our schedules are conflicting a little bit, and we've both been pretty busy. As such, we haven't really even spoken over text too much, just brief pleasantries. Laura came over Sunday night, and we had a fun evening together. Nothing was said about Emma or the open relationship ordeal. We tend not to talk about bummer things while we're together, just enjoy the time spent. The next day, she asked me about it again. I told her the truth, that I haven't broken things off, but we haven't really spoken or texted in a few days. I then asked her about her 2 boy toys on the line. She told me that she broke it off with both of them over text. Just a simple, not going to work sorry, as she put it. I have no proof of this and don't really believe it to the full extent. Laura then went into a bit of a tangent about why she thinks she hooked these 2 while I was contemplating being exclusive. She said she has a problem with seeking affirmations and validations from other people. She has serious self-esteem issues, and as much as I try to tell her she's beautiful and sexy and all that, obviously not drowning her in compliments, but I give it when she really needs it. It's not enough coming from just me. She says she hates that and wants to be comfortable in her skin such that she doesn't need to talk to other people. She also said that since I was seeing Emma, she felt incredibly alone and hurt, and that I didn't want to be with her, which I understand, as I had those same feelings when she was seeing the initial guy, but at the same time don't understand how she can't see the double standard. Laura wants to work on herself, no idea what that entails or when she will be done with that, but also wants me to be exclusive to her in the meantime. This feels off, since she has admitted that she likes the attention and validation from other men and still does until she fixes herself. I explained how this definitely did not bode well for any trust I might have for her. I said I'll think about it, really just to be done with the conversation. Okay, now for the I'm a complete asshole part. Laura is coming over again on Friday night to join me for a BBQ on Saturday. I plan on looking through her phone Friday night. Whether I straight up ask her to hand me her phone or I wait till she goes to sleep and look myself, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me how crappy plan is. I have a feeling I'm not getting the whole truth here, and I need proof. She may have already deleted the text messages in their entirety, but there has to be something on there which can shed some light on what she's doing. Before you comment, no, if I find nothing on there, I will not immediately break up with Emma. Proof of her commitment now does not guarantee it in the future. I just need to know what's going on now. If nothing else, it will be for a little peace of mind. Lastly, let me also say, aside from all this bullcrap drama, my relationship with Laura is actually really good. When we talk about anything other than this, it's always lighthearted and loving and happy. We make jokes and have laughs. We share romance and talk dirty. We have amazing sex and then cook delicious food together or have a fun day out doing things. This is really why I don't want to give up on this just yet. Y'all are going to hate me for this, but I do see a future with Laura, though maybe it's all just a fantasy in my head. When we're doing bad, it really sucks, as you have all seen, but when we're good, we make each other really happy, and she has to be a freaking sociopath to fake the smile I put on her face every time we're together, and that makes it all mostly worth it. TLDR. Laura supposedly broke it off with the two dudes she was texting. I have not broken it off with Emma. I plan on asking for or looking through her phone for proof of this. And to the person who commented on the first post saying, "I'm an idiot," you're probably right. Let's see comments. I get what you are doing with Laura and why you think like you do. Your instincts about her and the relationship are right, but you are missing one very critical thing. Laura is not the type of person you commit yourself to for life. She isn't the type of person you allow your heart to be completely vulnerable to. She's the type of person to have fun with, enjoy her company and the amazing sex, but don't try to turn her into a serious partner. What are you doing? All of this sounds like a lot of drama. She's 20 and still trying to figure out how to stop seeking validation from people. That's not going to happen overnight. In the meantime, you're going to be going back and forth with this girl, and at no point are you going to be working towards or actually building anything meaningful with anyone. Why not just cut her loose? Focus on yourself. Go have fun and run into somebody that you actually want to have a committed situation with. I can guarantee Laura's not it. You're just familiar with her. You just have a level of comfort with her that you're mistaking for love. You're already talking about looking through her as asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. What's your intuition tell you? If it's saying you can't trust her, it's because you probably can't. Learn to listen to your instincts the first time they're there for a reason. If you want a response for her, just tell her she needs to work on her issues if she ever wants to find love. She can call you when she's ready for a committed relationship. Best case scenario, you will have wizened up to the entire situation and already found yourself with somebody a little more mature. I think this can't work. Laura is the one to be casually involved with in an open relationship, not the primary partner. But here's the rub. You have primary partner feelings for her. This heartbreak will only get worse. If you can't trust her now, this will all crumble. Lack of trust is bad enough in a monogamous relationship and will result in utter failure in an open one. It sounds like you need to step back from both women, but especially Laura, and be single to clear your head and figure out what it is you really want. Laura is playing head games, and that would be an automatic deal breaker for me.
Listen, man, if your girl is asking you for an open relationship, it's the end. It's over. She's with someone else. She's selfish. She doesn't care about you. It's so obvious, man. Listen, I don't know why this is such a thing. I don't. But it is. But if she's asking you for an open relationship, you don't have to say a word. Just leave. Whatever situation you're in, leave, make sure it works out for you. Some people are, married. Some people are stuck under a lease with someone. Do what you have to do for yourself and get out of that situation. There's no need to stay with someone who wanted an open relationship. It doesn't make any sense. They didn't care about you. They can't just not care about you and then, okay, now I care about you again. No, that's not how it works. Not how it works.